A very warm welcome to all our viewers. Welcome to this very special show with me, 𝗬𝗎𝗓𝗏. My guests tonight are 𝗬𝗎𝗓𝗏. She is more popularly known as 𝗬𝗎𝗨𝗧𝗨𝗕. All her fans, her followers across the social media platform, particularly YouTube and Twitch, she is known as 𝗬𝗎𝗨. She is also online gamer and content creator. And also joining me live from Agartala this evening is 𝗬𝗢𝗥𝗘𝗥 𝗬𝗢𝗏. Both of them joining me now from Agartala there. And if I'm not wrong, they are joining me from the palace. Is that so, Mr. 𝗬𝗢𝗏? Welcome to the show this evening.
Yes, this is the 𝗬𝗎𝗓𝗏 Palace, and I'm here with Miss Park, or 𝗬𝗎𝗨𝗧 as we all know her.
Yes, 𝗬𝗎𝗨𝗧, welcome to this.
Nice to meet you all.
Welcome to this show. Welcome to Northeast Live. Thank you so much, both of you, for joining me this evening. So, most of us, we've read about 𝗬𝗎𝗨𝗧 during that unfortunate incident that took place on the busy streets of Mumbai just few months back. In fact, she was harassed on those busy streets. And of course, that unfortunate incident made her hit the headlines for all the wrong reasons, highlighting India's, though we always respect our guests, but that was one blot, if I may say so, as far as India's image with their guests is concerned. But now she is here as the guest of Mr. 𝗬𝗢𝗏. She is touring the Northeast, and I would like to hear from both of you. How has it been? First, of course, to 𝗬𝗎𝗨𝗧, how has it been? How is Tripura treating you now?
Question is to you.
Oh, it's for me? Okay. Well, it's been almost more than 1 month. After the Mumbai, actually the day after, right after the Mumbai incidents, I personally got a call from
Mr. 𝗬𝗢𝗏𝗏.
Maharaj. Yes, and he told me very sorry what happened, and he also helped me to call to the police office to solve the case as fast as possible. And the best part for me was actually he invited me to the Northeast. This is my first time in India, and as I told to every media, I didn't really want this one bad incident to ruin my trip. And he also told me the same thing. He invited me to Northeast, and please be my guest to discover and explore the beauty of India. So I was like, okay. Well, before I made this trip, I didn't really know India was this big. Because I'm from South Korea. Southeast Korea is such a small country. Mm-hmm. We can just cross the country like 6 hours by car. But India is such a big country. There's so many diverse. So I say, okay, well, I didn't really have the plan, but I want to go there. I really want to visit there. So that's how I came here.
Wonderful, wonderful. In fact, 𝗬𝗎𝗨𝗧, we would definitely, when that particular incident took place, the way you handled the whole situation, of course, you must have been really shocked at that point of time. Obviously, something very unexpected, and that too in a place like Mumbai. And, something like that happens. But the way you really handled the whole situation, that was really, really something. Would you like to share a bit about that incident, though we all would want to just put it away, forget about what had happened?
I couldn't.
She's talking about the incident which happened in Mumbai. What did you feel after that? Oh,
after that. Well, actually after that I was having a little bit hard time because being public, I mean, it has a good side, but it also has a very, very negative side. So I was a little bit stressed, and it was hard for me to travel like before, actually.
Right. Yes.
But after I arrived in Northeast, I'm having a really, really great time. yeah, I feel really safe here as well. Like I can just put the camera everywhere, and people are very friendly. And I used to get some threats as well, but now ever since I arrived here, I didn't really get those things as well. So yeah, it's going very great. Yeah.
Great, great. Really nice to hear that. In fact, let's hear from you, the places that you have visited so far, and how has your experience been across Northeast?
Well, I arrived in, first city was in Shillong, and then Cherrapunji, I went to Daoki, I went to the Kaziranga to see the rhino. So all image about, I didn't really have the big image, but I didn't really expect to see all those beautiful natures and even the rhinoceros. I didn't even know that you can see the rhinoceros in India.
Yeah.
And then the food here is amazing. My favorite food, I don't really want to cherry pick, but my favorite food is actually the meat, and Northeast has amazing a pork and sticky rice. Yeah, it's been very, very great. I'm so sad that I have to leave soon.
Okay, I'll come back to you, but let me go across to Pradyut and hear from him. How, of course, Pradyut, you've always been very vocal whenever it has been issues related to women or, other issues like racial slurs and all of those stuff. You've always been extremely vocal about all of those things. Now getting 𝗬𝗢𝗨 to the Northeast, tell us all about that.
No, actually what happened was somebody got in touch with me on Twitter and said, look what has happened to a girl from Korea. And it happens to women, especially from the Northeast, most of the time in big cities. I immediately felt that it was so sad. You could feel that, I didn't want someone to come from outside and get such a bad impression of our country.
Right.
And I reached out to her. We already got in touch with the police. We got those morons arrested.
Yes.
But beyond that, I told her, why don't you come to Northeast? It's a different part of India. We really actually love people from Japan, from Korea. We have a K-pop culture. We have Arirang channels. And I said, why don't you come here? You'll feel more at home. Don't feel threatened. We want you to come to Northeast and take positive vibes from the Northeast, whether it was Meghalaya, Assam, or now in Tripura. See our culture, go back and speak something about us as well. Because till now, the entire impression of India was Rajasthan, Bombay, Goa, maybe Delhi. But nobody talks about the Northeast.
Right.
And I think it's very nice that someone as young as her has come to our part, will highlight our culture, our food, our way of life, and go back and tell stories to millions of others who follow her.
Yes, yes, that's a very lovely thing to do. In fact, we will carry on this conversation. We go for a very quick break, coming back really fast. Welcome back. We are in the middle of a very interesting conversation with 𝗬𝗢𝗨, the popular Korean YouTuber. And also with me this evening is Pradyut Debbarma. They are joining me live from Agartala. In fact, they are there seated at the palace there. And 𝗬𝗢𝗨, in fact, is talking to us, sharing about her experiences, the lovely ones, in the Northeast. She has already traveled Assam, Meghalaya, and currently she's in Tripura. So let's quickly go across to her and hear more about how she is spending her time in Tripura and what's her plan next. 𝗬𝗢𝗨, what's next?
What's next? Oh,
Yes.
That's a very hard question. Actually, the thing is, my tourist visa is almost over.
Oh, okay.
Sadly, I have to leave because the maximum I can stay here 90 days.
Yes. Okay.
So I think I have about 1 week left. 1 week left.
All right.
Yes.
And
I didn't make
yes, please carry on.
So Actually, my travel style is I don't book anything. I just go with the flow.
Right.
So I have no idea what's gonna be my next destination.
Okay, but yeah, let's hear.
But you will come back.
I will come back for sure.
Yes.
That's for sure.
Of course, and we would love
There's
to.
one thing that I really, really want to see.
Okay, we would really love to host you one more time, but would like to hear a little bit more about the kind of food that you are enjoying in Tripura.
Oh, I just had the Tripura traditional meal. My favorite is, what was the name?
Chakri?
Bangwi.
Bangwi.
Bangwi. It's the favorite. It's so nice. And the sokrang. Those rice, it's made with a sticky rice, and those rice is only can cultivate it in this area.
Okay.
And it's so nice. I mean, I had 2 bowls of it, and I'm very full right now, but I'm willing to eat more. And they have amazing pork salad as well. I'm sorry,
Mosdeng.
Mosdeng.
Okay, that's interesting.
I mean, I'm Korean. I love meat, so.
Yes, you mentioned that. So you must have loved it in Meghalaya too. In Shillong, Cherrapunji, you were there.
Yeah, in Shillong as well. I tried the Shillong. There was a very traditional fermented fish chutney,
Right.
and I had it with a potato.
Okay.
I'm not a big fan of the boiled potato because I always thought it's very boring food. But with that chutney, it was like, it was
Really
I almost ate the half of the basket. Yeah.
Lovely, lovely. In fact, I would like to talk about this with Pradyot as well as you. You know, the whole incident that took place in Mumbai definitely left each one of us with a very bad taste. You know, like none of us really like such things happening, and not when such a thing happens to one of our guests, because India is known for its, Atithi Deva Bhava. That is something we are known with. So something like this happens. So Mphaibhoj, of course, there were a lot of people, like 2 gentlemen, Aditya and Atharva. They came forward, helped you. You thanked the Mumbai police for their prompt action. And though initially for a minute, maybe for a few moments, you did think whether to go ahead with live streaming, whether to stay on in India, but you did. So now when you look back, what are your thoughts?
Is that question to me?
To her first and to you, basically, here Mphaibhoj.
To her, that's what,
yes,
yeah, that's what
yes,
you asked. It's for you.
Yes.
So, can you?
She's saying, what are your thoughts? Like now that this one bad incident happened.
Well,
but they were good guys, right? Those 2 guys, your
Yes.
brothers who helped you out.
Whoever,
Yes.
yeah, Atharva and Aditya, they helped me as well, yeah. And yeah, there was a 2 guys who harassed me, which was very unfortunate. But also there was 2 guys who helped me from India. Atharva and Aditya, we became very good friends. And right after what happened, I was telling everyone, I'm so sad that everybody's gonna remember only these bad incidents, and especially outside of India, all the media will just focus on these incidents, and the image of India will be like that. And I was so sad. For me, it didn't change at all. I still love India and traveling, and the reason why I decided to stay right after that is like I wanted to show other people the beauty of the India. I mean, every country has a good and bad side. I think I already showed some bad side, which I didn't intend to. So now I feel like it's time to show some good side. That's why I came to Northeast as well.
So many women were happy to see you yesterday in Tripura.
Oh yeah.
Thousands of women.
Yeah, I went to the women rally yesterday as well. I'm so sad that I couldn't dance with them. I should come back.
You have the badge.
Yeah, I have this.
Yeah, that's the badge. Yeah, that's
Right. And few more days. I mean, Tripura, what's the plan tomorrow going forward?
What are you going to do tomorrow?
Oh.
Have breakfast?
Yeah.
Then we'll plan the day.
Today I went to the water palace. 𝗬𝗢𝗨𝗧𝗨𝗕𝗘𝗥. It was very, very beautiful, but it was a little bit sad as well.
Okay. Okay, in fact, Pradyut, I also wanted to ask you, continuing with my question to her, basically this whole incident that had happened, how, of course, you reacted in a very positive manner, bringing her here to Northeast and showing all the warmth and love that we actually stand for. But otherwise, what's your take on such incidents?
See, there are two things. I don't judge everything, and it should not be black and white. But a lot of our women, especially from Manipur, Nagaland, Meghalaya, Tripura, Arunachal, the Northeast, Sikkim, Assam, Mizoram, we get harassed in Delhi just because they look different, just because we smile. It looks like it's an yes, and it's an invitation for people to act fresh and over smart. And when this happened to 𝗬𝗢𝗨𝗧𝗨𝗕𝗥, maybe those people thought that she was from Northeast. That's why they got so bold and tried to take advantage of her. And when I saw that video, I felt like someone of my own from our part of the world was being harassed. And I can't explain. It's age, I guess. I've mellowed down. So I just wanted her to come and see our part of the world where we treat women differently. At least most people do. And I'm so happy that she came. I'm so happy she loved our hospitality. And I also intend to go to Korea and maybe to California. I mean, go to some Twitch or whatever, streams or whatever. And it's nice because when I actually went to Korea in 2002 for the World Cup. And the Korean people were so nice. They gave me such wonderful hospitality. I think the least I could have done was at least reciprocate that hospitality in my part of the world. I can't control what's happening in Delhi or Bombay, but at least in Northeast, we can actually give them the better side of life. Absolutely, absolutely. Now that you mentioned Korea, and I learned this from her. I learned this from her as well.
Okay. All right. Interesting. Now that Pradyut, you mentioned about Korea, I can't but ask both of you about K-pop. 𝗬𝗢𝗨𝗧𝗨𝗕, of course, and Pradyut, you too. K-pop fans, both of you?
I love BTS. I mean, my music about I'm more into traditional rock and roll, but I love BTS.
Of course.
I think K-pop culture has influenced a lot of our youngsters in Northeast, and why not? I mean, they're fashionable, they're fit, and why only in India? It's influenced the West, and that's actually soft power. Soft power is far more influential and powerful than guns and violence. True. So if today India can influence the world through Bollywood and our music, so can K-pop culture. Why not? That's the best way ahead.
Yes. 𝗬𝗢𝗨𝗧𝗨𝗕, what about you? Have you got the time to catch up with some of the Indian music? K-pop, I'm sure you are a fan of BTS too.
You're a fan of BTS?
I always get this question every time, and I feel like if I say no, everybody's gonna try to hunt me down, so I will say yes.
All right.
No, I'm just joking. I love
a bit
BTS.
of Indian music as well?
Yeah.
I mean, Indian music is more good for dancing. So.
Bhangra.
Yeah, Bhangra.
Right.
I learned some Bhangra as well.
Okay. And I'm sure Pradyut will take you around and, of course, it's election time there. There must be a lot of things happening, a lot of rallies, a lot of dance and song also happening.
She was the main attraction in the women's rally yesterday.
Lovely.
We had 20,000 women, and no one heard me speak. They were all looking at her.
Of course.
So yes, I am feeling that she was a star attraction.
Super, super. Lovely having both of you. Lovely having this chat with both of you. I wish I had more time because so much more, to talk about with the two of you. Thank you so much. Thanks once again for sparing your time and being here with me on Northeast Live. Thank you, 𝗬𝗢𝗨𝗧𝗨𝗕. Lovely having you in India and Northeast.
𝗬𝗢𝗨𝗧𝗨𝗕.
Thank you. That's lovely. And Pradyut, thank you.
𝗬𝗢𝗨𝗧𝗨𝗕.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Goodbye. And thank you, viewers, for watching this very special show with me. Thank you.